The deer is a very beautiful animal with huge eyes that look cute. They are found all over the world except for Australia and Antarctica. In this video, we'll be sharing everything about the deer from its lifespan to offspring, habitat, feeding, and so much more. So make sure to watch till the end. But before we begin, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing videos. Let's get started. Lifespan. The white-tailed deer can live up to 20 years in the wild, but the average is between 8 to 10 years. However, if they are kept as pets or in captivity, they can live longer than 20 years. A good example is a pet deer named Miko, who reached the age of 34 years old. Size. The height of the deer at the shoulder ranges from 32 to 36 inches, while their length ranges from 60 to 80 inches. On average, they weigh around 66 to 90 pounds. However, there are larger deer species like the moose, which can reach a weight of 1,700 pounds. Offspring. The offspring of the deer is called a fawn. Does give birth to 1 or 2 fawns after a gestation period of 200 days, meaning that fawns can be born anytime from late January to late August. Fawns are able to walk within an hour of being born, and they can run away from danger within 3 hours. Their sense of hearing develops first, followed by their sense of smell, then their vision. Fawns are usually spotted, but this helps them to camouflage with the dappled shade on the forest floor. As the weeks go by, the spots fade away. The mother gives birth to the fawns lying down, and she licks her babies clean after birth. She also stays with them for about a week until they are able to forage on their own. If there is more than one fawn, they will stay together until they are 4 to 6 weeks old. Fawns grow rapidly, gaining around 2 pounds per day during the first few weeks of life. By the time they are 6 months old, they can weigh up to 60 pounds. They stay with their mother until they are 6 to 9 months old and learn all the skills necessary to survive in the wild, such as finding food and avoiding predators. During mating season, bucks compete for the chance to mate with the doe. This is known as the rut. The rut typically takes place from October to December, but it can start as early as September in the southern states and as late as January in the northern states. During the rut, bucks will often vocalize, which can help researchers locate them for population surveys. Habitat. Deer are most commonly found in deciduous forests, especially where there is plenty of cover provided by shrubs and trees. However, they can also be found in mountainous regions and open woodlands. Deer prefer areas near water sources such as ponds, streams, and lakes, as these areas provide them with both food and water. They need shelter from predators and harsh weather conditions. Deer are well adapted to living in a variety of habitats, which has allowed them to thrive in many parts of the world. Feeding. White-tailed deer are herbivores and have a particular preference for woody plants and shrubs. This includes the buds and leaves of trees such as oak, hickory, and maple. They also browse on the leaves and twigs of shrubs like blackberry, raspberry, and dogwood. In addition to woody plants, white-tailed deer also consume grasses, forbs, and agricultural crops such as corn and soybeans. They have a particular fondness for acorns and will travel long distances each day in search of these highly nutritious treats. Deer use their well-developed sense of smell to find food and will often feed in areas where humans have recently been present. This is because deer are attracted to the agricultural crops and other food sources that humans typically bring with them. Despite their herbivorous diet, deer occasionally consume small animals such as mice and snakes. They also eat the eggs and nestling birds that they come across. Predators. White-tailed deer have several natural predators, including coyotes, wolves, bears, and mountain lions. These predators typically target fawns or weak individuals, but may also hunt deer in groups. In some cases, large groups of coyotes or wolves may take down a healthy adult deer. To defend themselves against predators, deer rely on their keen sense of hearing and eyesight to detect danger and flee to safety. They are also agile animals and can jump over obstacles and maneuver through dense underbrush to evade capture. Hibernation. No, deer do not hibernate. Hibernation is a state of inactivity that some animals enter during the winter months to conserve energy when food is scarce and temperatures are low. However, deer remain active throughout the year, although they may slow down during periods of cold weather. Deer are able to survive the winter by relying on their thick fur coats for insulation and by consuming woody plants and shrubs that remain green throughout the year. Social behavior. White-tailed deer are generally solitary animals, but they may come together in groups during mating season or when food is abundant. They are crepuscular, which means that they are most active at dawn and dusk. Deer communicate with each other through a variety of vocalizations, including snorts, grunts, and bleats. They also use visual cues such as ear position and tail movements to communicate. Social dominance is established through a combination of age, size, and sex. Bucks are typically more dominant than does, and older, larger animals are generally more dominant than younger, smaller animals. Hibernation. No, deer do not hibernate. Hibernation is a state of inactivity that some animals enter during the winter months to conserve energy when food is scarce and temperatures are low. However, deer remain active throughout the year, although they may slow down during periods of cold weather. Deer are able to survive the winter by relying on their thick fur coats for insulation and by consuming woody plants and shrubs that remain green throughout the year. Enemies. As mentioned earlier, the enemies of deer include coyotes, wolves, bears, and mountain lions. Physical features. The white-tailed deer is a medium-sized deer with a reddish-brown coat in the summer and a grayish-brown coat in the winter. Its tail is short, with a white underside, which is raised when the deer is alarmed. The animal has a pair of medium-sized antlers on its head, which are shed and regrown annually. The antlers are used for display and defense during mating season. The deer has large, expressive eyes that are adapted for good night vision. Its ears are large and mobile, which help it to detect predators and other potential threats. The deer's hooves are small and slender, which help it to navigate through dense underbrush and rough terrain. Its legs are strong and muscular, which allow it to jump over obstacles and maintain a high speed when running. Interesting facts. Here are some interesting facts about deer. 1. The largest deer species, the moose, can reach a height of up to 7 feet at the shoulder and weigh up to 1,700 pounds. 2. Deer have been domesticated for thousands of years and are now found all over the world. 3. Some deer species are excellent swimmers and can reach a speed of up to 5 miles per hour in the water. 4. Deer are often seen as symbols of fertility and new life in many cultures. 5. The meat of deer is known as venison and is considered to be a lean, healthy protein source. 6. In some countries, deer are hunted for sport or to control their population. 7. Deer can play an important role in seed dispersal and forest regeneration. 8. Deer are often featured in mythology and folklore, such as the story of Bambi. 9. The white-tailed deer is the most widely distributed deer species in North America. 10. Deer are prey animals and have developed many adaptations to help them evade predators. Conclusion. The deer is a beautiful and graceful animal that plays an important role in its ecosystem. With its impressive antlers, keen senses, and agility, the deer is truly a remarkable creature that continues to fascinate people all over the world. From its ability to thrive in a variety of habitats to its importance as a food source for predators, the deer is an essential part of our natural world. Whether you encounter a deer in the wild or simply admire it from afar, this majestic animal is sure to leave a lasting impression. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you again for watching, and we hope to see you in our next video.